Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. We are glad you're here. Today, I'm going to show you guys one of my new kits that I have in my Shopify store. If you're interested, I will link that in the description box. Also, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. There's a freebie sent to everyone. Subscribe to the news channel every Friday. So, I wanted to make, I guess they're called slides, like specimen slides. I keep seeing them around, and I know that there's a die cut that you can purchase to cut out the slide. I don't have that yet. My die cutting machine is still on the way. If you don't know that story, it's fine. But anyway, it's still on the way. So I thought, since I make digitals, that I could make something for myself to use and for those that don't have a die cutting machine or don't have some of the fancy tools to create slides. So they're a little different. They're not exactly like a slide. I'll show you. Where are my completed ones? I don't know where they are. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to do one together on camera, and I'll put it all together for you guys so you can see sort of what they look like. It is some fussy cutting. But if you have one of those Cricuts or something like that, you can just print it out and have your Cricut cut it. But yeah, it's a fussy cut kit. I don't have any fancy equipment like that, so scissors it is for me. And we'll put it together and we'll have some fun with it. I have some other things that I want to put inside my journal, and hopefully I will be finishing it today and doing a flip through. If not, there will be one more video and it'll be a final flip through of my bird and / nature journal. Okay, so I have cut 2 of them out, so it's not the full kit. Here's the other 2 that go with it, and then the one that I've already cut up. But here they are. So beautiful. I love how they turned out. I know the ones that I did yesterday are super cute. Let me see if I can find them real quick. All right, here they are. So I had to do some editing on the kit once I had it printed out and actually started working with it. The brads that I had originally planned on using for this are too big or too little. You see the original holes, I made it like the size of a hole punch. You just punch it out and put your brad. But I wasn't thinking about how long my brads were. So I did glue these on, which I'm not thrilled of. But I plan on just kind of gluing this down and turning it into a side tuck. I will suggest getting thicker cardstock or preparing to glue it on the back of something, because the cardstock that I have is not very thick. It's very, I don't even know what the weight is, but it's not thick enough. So what I did do was I glued some cardstock on to this one, and it made it a lot thicker, which is this is the thickness that I preferred. I don't know what I'm going to do here to cover that up for my own personal use, but in the kit, I have added rivets and screws in the holes, so you don't have to worry about that. If you have something else that you want to stick there, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to grunge it up a little bit, put some metal texture to it, because who doesn't love adding a little bit of metal? Sorry for shaking the table. And yeah, so I played around with these. I distressed the edges and inked the back of this one, because this is just a standalone, probably like a journaling card. Like you could journal on the back of it or something like that. And this one, like I said, I'm either going to have... With these here, I don't think gluing it on the back of a file folder or cardstock is going to work. So I will probably have to remove them. But that's okay. I just wanted to play around with the kit, see how it worked out, see if it needed to be edited, if there's any practical use to it or something like that. So yeah, they turn out really cute. I love them. So let's do one together. I have the one left over from yesterday that I wasn't able to do, so we will do that one on camera. I'll set that aside. This was just for you guys to see the kit. I'll show you one more time. Hopefully you can see that. They each have their own number, their own specimen label, another little number label, the circle, which is roughly 1.5 in size. So if you have a 1.5 circle punch, you can just punch it out real quick, or you can cut it like I plan on doing. And here is the one that I have left over to do. So, of course, you're going to need glue, scissors, something like that. And then I'm also going to show you how to, I might turn one of these into like a little charm and punch a hole out in like over here somewhere and have it as a dangle. We might do that. I'm playing around with that thought in my head right now. Maybe this declassified one, not sure. So bear with me. I'm not the best fussy cutter. So let's just speed up this process. I am going to glue this down onto a file folder just to give it a little more structure. I like for my things to be, you know, secure and thick. I just don't have that thick cardstock that I really like buying. I couldn't afford it, so I had to buy the cheapo stuff. And who else knows that the cheapo stuff is good enough, right? Good enough to get you by. That's the beauty of junk journaling. You just work with what you have, and it's perfect. Hope you all are doing well today. Sorry about shaking the table. We have been in revival, and I know if you've been watching, you know that we just had revival last month, but I think this one was already on the schedule before the one last month was put on the schedule. It's been really good. I know some people have, you know, their churches, when they do revival, it's like music or something. You listen to a band or something like that, or a quartet, or a group of people sing. But my fellowship is just more church services in the week. And it's good. It's really good. It's been a lot of fun. Okay. So I'm going to ink the edges on this. That is totally optional. It's to your preference. Let me grab my ink, though. It's all boxed up. I'm going to do vintage photo. I've been doing a lot of the ground espresso lately. Just because I like that bold outline. And if you hear my children, they are playing. Now this slide, I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not. It does have a little bit of distressed edges already. So you can leave it as is, or you can add a little more like I'm doing right now. That is entirely up to you. I like the way that it looks. I like that it's really grungy and, you know, vintage looking. Which, I mean, that's my style. If you like the vibrant, pretty, you know, stuff, that's okay too. I have some vibrant, pretty butterflies that you can use. So, I don't like that that's uneven. Oh, got brush strokes. Oh well, it's fine. No big deal. Alright, so I know I said I was going to do a charm. So let's go ahead and get that assembled as well. So I'm going to just punch out 2 circles. Maybe even 3, I don't know. Let me see if this is thick enough. Let's do 3. Glue them together. Go ahead and get that done so they can be drying. This is art glitter glue in this tub, or this glue bottle, so it should dry pretty quickly, but I want to just go ahead and get that out of the way so that I don't forget. I can be quite forgetful sometimes. If you guys do get this kit or you want this kit, please, please, please go over to my Facebook group called Inked Edges by Amber's Journals. I will link it in the description. Join us and share what you do with it. I would love to see it. I would really love to see what, you know, how people can get creative with it. That would be really, really fun. Should probably let that dry some, huh? Should probably be patient. Yeah, I probably should have. I'm gonna also ink these edges. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the paper. Oh well, it's okay. It is all good. I'm gonna also come in with some ground espresso to darken that, to give it a little bit of a shadow effect. That's how I like to do it anyway. And now that I've done it that size, I wonder if I have a butterfly small enough to use. I have a whole roll of butterflies here that I'm not using because I don't actually like stickers. I like die cuts. That is too little. They're all too little. That would be just perfect, wouldn't it? Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I have something to put on that charm. I found it. I found exactly what I was looking for. Okay, I am going to stamp some script writing on the back of this just to give it a little bit of an interest. I have this big block. I wouldn't say it's my favorite script writing. I wish I had something else, but I don't. So you work with what you got, right? All right, let me get some of this out of the way. Let me do an eyelets. I do not have the fancy crocodile. I went to Walmart, found an eyelet setter for $5 along with 3 different style eyelets, or colors really. And that's what I bought. And it's done me really well. I've used it for 2 years. I'm just gonna get this right because the hole's kind of... How did I do this? I always do this. Oh, just like that. That's why. Gotta get it on there, kind of. Gotta work itself on there. Oh, what happened? Oh, now that I've bragged about it, it's like, nope, I'm not gonna do what you want. I don't know what happened. Guys, that's never happened before. I don't know. Oh, well. Oh, I think I did it backwards. Operator error. Okay, cool. And then I will need to retrieve a bulb pen. All right, got that done. Super cute. I think I'm also going to do an eyelet here so that it can dangle from. Yes, let's do one more. Well, that would mean the other one needs something too. I don't know. We'll work that out in a minute. Okay, so let's put that on there, and then we'll soon be assembling the slide itself. I just want to go ahead and make sure that's what I wanted to do. Cute. Cool. Okay, so let's ink the edges of my butterfly and these other things. I'm going to use ground espresso. So let's do our butterfly. And you can do this however you want. You can put them almost anywhere on this. However you want to do it. Make it your own. Let's do this first. See, once you get it all cut out, it really doesn't take that long to get it together. There you have it. That is so stinking cute. Let's put it in my journal. All right, here is my nature journal / bird journal. I'm not really sure what it is exactly. Let's see if we can find a spot for this though. That's where it will have to go. I'm just gonna glue in an L. Press it down. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something with that circle. I don't know yet. I don't know. I might just cover it up with something. What's going on with my charm? The key's not cooperating. Alright, well. Seems that I gotta add some more glue here. The charm might get in the way, but it'll be okay. Might have to fuss with that when I open up the journal, but that'll be okay. All right, so I have some stuff here. That's cute. I love it. All right, cool. And then my husband was changing out the tissues at church because he's on the cleaning crew, and he accidentally kept the top of the Kleenex. And I was like, or the Kleenex box, and I was like, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna turn that into a tag. Do a little bit of actual junk journaling here. There we go. Let's do it. I think I got that from Amazon. I don't remember. once where I made a vase out of a book page, and I have this scalloped punch, and it's kind of like a flower, and I made a bouquet on the page, and it was really, really nice because the flowers, the paper that I used for the flowers was textured, so it was really, really pretty. I think I'm going to do that again. I need to do, I've seen where people do a journal for like ideas. So you just flip through and see what you've done and get ideas for other projects. I think I might do one of those in the future. What do you guys think? Should everyone have a junk journal of junk journal ideas? And if you're new here and you have absolutely no idea what junk journaling is, you've come to, I wouldn't say I know everything there is to know about junk journaling, but I've been doing it for a little while at least. So hopefully I will inspire you to create your own journal. It's really fun. I know the first one I did, I gave to my best friend who moved away to build a church, and she loves it. I loved making it. It was really, really fun. And after that, I was hooked. I had to just keep doing it, keep building up supplies. I only had like a few things back then. My kid needed me. So I'm wondering, should I do something else to this? Or should I just stick it in there? I was thinking maybe an eyelet, putting a ribbon in it. What do y'all think? I don't know. I know for now I'm just going to stick it in here. It's cute, right? I love it. I have some other things that I wanted to put in here. This is actually a pocket. See, it's cute. I'm thinking about, I need to put a belly band here or something. But with this here, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Or maybe like a pocket here and it tucks in like that. I bet an index card would work there. And you just plop that out. Let's see that. All right, let's make a little bit of a collage cluster here. I found some stuff. Got a book page here that I'm just trimming out, trimming down, or, you know. All right, so I probably need to size this down. I need to make sure I don't cover up the butterfly. Where's my pencil? Did I even leave them work? Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do a straight line. make sure that's wide enough. Of course, as is with any pocket, you do the side, bottom, and side. Little bitty bead though, so you don't lose a lot of your pocket. Put it as back as I want it. Put it as far back as I want it, I mean. All right, that's glued down. I think it works. Kind of acts as a little tab, but that's okay. Let's ink the edges of this stuff. On my table. Let's use a tea bag. I've actually never used a tea bag in my junk journals before, so I really don't know how this is gonna go. I've seen people do it though, so hopefully all goes well. I'm just opening it up, seeing how much I want to use, getting some of that tea out. Do I want to use the whole thing? Let's look. Let's see. Oh, if I do it like that, I'm covering up so much of it. That's cute, right? That's cute. I like that. I made these little tickets a while back. I need to make some more. I'm running out. Okay, cool. Love it. So this is a pocket. Should I stick something in it as like a hidden? Is my butterfly gonna get wrecked? It might. Okay, cool. I like it. I think we're about done with this. I think so. I think if I stuff it anymore, it's gonna be too big. It's already chunky. All right, guys. I appreciate you so much being here, watching me. Don't forget about the kit. It's super cute, super fun, as you noticed in the video. So head on over to my Shopify store and get one for yourself. It's one of my favorite kits that I've done recently, and I've got a few other things kind of pondering around in my head, and so you'll just have to follow my shop and stay tuned for some other exciting kits that I got working on. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment. Please share this video. you know, all the things. Ring that notification bell so you can get notified of all my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again. See you later.